woman leader that I respect immensely, and president of the University of Miami, President Shalala.
I hope someone recorded all those nice things that Martha Baker said about me. Martha and I are sisters in the cause. For more than 6 decades, the University of Miami and Jackson have been partners in delivering health care to the people of South Florida. Most people don't realize 65% of UM doctors work at Jackson. The relationship has gone through some natural ebbs and flows. It's now stronger than ever, and it's unmatched in its mission. At Jackson, UM doctors provide the most critical care to the toughest cases that come through their doors every day. At the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine, under the leadership of Dean Pascal Goldschmidt, we're proud of this community partnership. We are in for this bond campaign. Without Jackson, the UM doctors working together, Miami-Dade County would not have one of the best trauma teams in the world, a top-tier neonatal intensive care unit, a groundbreaking transplant center, let alone the magnificent center led by Barth Green and his team in surgery. And of course, the burn unit. This is all in our backyard. I've always said that if I'm ever in an accident any place on earth, please fly me to the Ryder Trauma Center, because that's where I know I'll get the best care. In fact, I tried to get Carlos to give me a little tag, so if I ever get in trouble it says Ryder only. I want to tell you the story about a billionaire. A few years ago, I got a call from New York, actually, and they said this very famous billionaire had been flown to Jackson. He had had a stroke in the Bahamas, and they flew him into Jackson. And I, of course, came running down here to make sure that he was taken care of. We didn't have a private room for him. He was sharing a room with a very nice Haitian-American man, and he said he was fine. He recovered, got his therapy here. They brought his private plane in, flew him back to New York. 2 weeks later, he calls me back. He says, I want to come back to Jackson. He said, I got better care at Jackson than I can get at any of these fancy hospitals in New York, and I'd like to finish my care at Jackson. And I said, I don't think we have a private room for you. He said, no problem. He said, that very nice man that I was sharing the room with, he didn't have a job, and I arranged for a job for him. Wow. And with one of my friends, he said, but I'm just going to get the best care at Jackson. So he came back and finished his rehab here at Jackson. With help from a magnificent gift that the Bonacani Fund has secured for a new rehab center, we will have one of the best rehab centers in the world. This combination of the bond issue and a private gift that the University of Miami is prepared to put into the pot, so to speak. We have put our best doctors, extraordinary commitment by a great university, to the Jackson health system. We work both here and, of course, at Jackson South, but this is a commitment to our community. This is not simply a tertiary care hospital. This is a hospital for everyone. There is no one in our community who themselves or some member of their family will not need this magnificent health system at one point in their lives. And we have to make that point over and over again. Today I communicated with every member of the University of Miami community that the reasons why we're joining all these doctors and nurses and community leaders here today, to stress to our community that all of us need to invest in Jackson. This hospital system needs the help of our community because we will help our community. Jackson and its exceptional staff have always been there for us. Now it's time for this community to be there for Jackson. This is an investment in our future. Thank you very much. The University of Miami is on board. And frankly, if we can figure out a way to beat Florida, we certainly can pass this bond bill.